Hello?
Hello, Yankeen. Yes, can you hear me loud?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you also. So this is the last week, right? Next week is the start of the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still a lesson on the first week of June holidays. So
Of course. course, we won't be doing too much the first 2 weeks, I think. Any updates besides that?
Okay. So for today, it was e-learning day for us.
Right.
Let me see. There was chem. So chem, we started a bit of transition metals.
Transition metals. So, oh, you finished electro. All right. Okay then.
Yeah, we started transition metals, the online lecture. Let's see. So that's chem, and for physics, no more learning for physics. Because we're done with the syllabus.
Yep. Basically everything was done. Yeah.
Yep. And then for math, obviously we started the correlation and linear regression.
Right. So we talked about that last time. Yeah. No surprises there. Then, sorry, 1 week of school or 2 weeks of school in holiday? Sorry.
Just one. There's week 1 where we have actual lessons. Then week 4 we'll just be going back to do practical.
Oh, week 4 is going back to the other. Understood. All right. Okay. Let me write that down. The goal of the first week seems to be what? Seems to be because your chemistry is almost your chemistry is almost done, you see. If you're in transition metal, and if transition metal finishes, basically you are done.
Yeah, but we just got started with it. So the teacher says we'll continue with the lectures in July, I think. Like during the holidays in July, we'll continue the lectures. So
that's weird, yeah. Yeah, you're at the last chapter of both math and what do you call it? Chemistry lah. Okay, understood. Yeah, okay, right. Okay. If there's no other update, any tuition question? If not, lecture, usual stuff. Yeah.
I guess there's not really much because like today they're just starting to get started with like all the learning stuff again. So
right. Okay. Then your choice, math or transition metal. If you don't know how to choose, maybe you can ask for some idea about what they are lah. I mean, you already have an idea about correlation lah, right? Integration.
Okay, I think let's just do transition metals.
Okay, let's have a quick peek. Yeah, let's have a quick peek. Let's see that. I don't think there will be much problem lah. This is not difficult or complicated. Like this is easy. Right? Okay, you'll see. So your lectures are just starting, right? So have you read your lecture note before the lecture?
No, it was a synchronous lecture, I guess.
Let's do that now. Let's do that now for the purpose of finding question mark, right? Not even to understand fully. Never was the case, right? Never was the case. So I would like to skip these 2 pages, like if you want to, if you can. Same thing with this hardness, density, melting point. But note what they are learning, though. Note the individual subchapters, right? So all the characteristic, and then they talk about ionization energy. Somehow this doesn't seem to be new at all, isn't it?
No.
You have discussed all these subchapters, but we have new metals to discuss here, lah. New metals, right? So we are looking for brand new stuff if there is. For example, stop. Okay. Right. For example, I would argue that this is kind of new. Oxidation state is not a new concept, but transition metal oxidation state is numerous lah. like super numerous, right?
Hmm.
Right, and there's common and there's uncommon some more, and the only way to do that is to memorize. Right, that's the only way to do it, which is a bit crazy if we think about it, like, right?
Hmm.
So if there is a way to memorize, or rather a way to see a pattern, that would be nice. I mean, there is almost a, well, there is almost a pattern, a very clear pattern lah, if you can see it lah. Can you see it?
I mean, it's like going, and then here is a lot, and then after very little. Yeah.
Yeah, the pattern is very clear, right? So 7, right? 7 in the middle lah, the manganese lah, right? And then 6, 6, and then 5, 5 to the left and to the right, no? And then 4, 4 to the left and to the right. So that at least counts as a pattern, no? Right?
Yeah.
7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4. And then the 3 no longer has a pattern, right? But at that point, you know the Cu oxidation state. That's nothing new to you. The zinc oxidation state also nothing new to you. So not a very big problem, right? Only the scandium, the first on the left is new, and that's kind of easy to memorize lah. +3 lo. That's it lah. Okay, so at least there's some pattern. I won't comment too much on the common one, but I just want to note to you that there is a pattern. So this is both crazy but not difficult at the same time. Okay. Can you?
Okay.
Now, put any question mark for this page if you want, if you can see.
I mean, do I need to know the reason why it's like that? Like the increase and the decrease.
That would be very general. There, they give you the reason already. It's not a very specific reason, but it is a general reason.
What is close in energies?
This is not new, but that means you have to understand this. 3D and 4S. Right? 3D and 4S, yes.
Is it energy level? It's like,
yeah. There is nothing else. I mean, orbitals are energy levels. There's really nothing else. So 3D energy level and 4S orbital level are very close to each other. So they can kind of interchange. They don't say that here, but they talk about it, I think, last time. Since they can interchange, they can remove a lot. They have a lot of variation in terms of what they can remove. That is the part that they don't explain very clearly, and they don't also ask from you lah. But they are saying that they can because of the 3D and the 4S. Now, kindly do the what do you call it, the electron configuration for SC.
Electron configuration for SC.
Yeah, you will need your periodic table so that you know the proton number lah. So you at least need a proton number, right?
So SC is 21.
All right, and how does 21 go?
So I just put AR at the front.
Like 1s2, right? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, right? That's just
so,
like 2, 8, 8, like 2, 8, 18, right?
Yeah, so 1s2, 2s2. So all that goes to so argon is 3s2.
Okay. So 2, 8, 8, 2, 8, 18, right? Basically,
yes.
So the argon will be your 2, 8 lo, which is 10 lo, right?
Yeah. So
sorry. I'm sorry. That's neon. I'm so sorry. That's neon. Argon is your 2, 8, 18. Sorry.
Wait, let me check. 1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. I need time to figure this out.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna help you revise. Huh? So the 1s2, right? Then 2s is 2 also, right? Because that's just how s works, lah. So 1s2, 2s2, but 2p is always 6, right? 2p is always 6. Then we don't go to D. We don't go to D, right? Because that's just how it was. Right? 1s.
Yeah. Then 3s.
3s, 3p, 3s, 3p, 3d. So 3s is 2, 3p is 6. That's your 8. And then your 3d is 10. Your 3D is 10 ma.
3D
Because
10, right?
yeah, because D is 10 ma. So directly you have 2, 8, 18 lo. That's why you have 2, 8, 18. 2, 8, 18 is 28 lah.
Yeah, but
Scandium is
21.
21. So we go back to 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, and then 3s, 3p. So 8, 8 are this point. So that would be argon lah. Argon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, 3s2, 3p6. Sorry, 3p6.
So it's argon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6.
Mm-hmm.
And then
3s2,
3s2,
3p6. So 288 lah. Basically 18 lah. Basically.
288.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
288 is 2, 2, 2, 6, 2, 6 ma. 288.
Yeah, and then 3, 2,
Yeah.
3s2, 3p6. Yeah, okay, so 288.
Right. 288. So that's your 18 lah. That's your standard 18 lah.
So we need 3 more. So
3. So the 3, where do you put lah? You can
from
put it in
the
the
D, right?
Yeah, you must put it in the 4s2 first lah. Because
Oh,
poly
yeah.
exclusion, right? Poly exclusion. Somehow we skip the 3D first. 4s2 and then 3d1. Now you know where the plus 3 come from lah. The plus 3 comes from those 3 lo. That's it lo. That makes sense. How come you cannot just remove the 3D one? No idea. They don't tell you, they don't discuss. They do ask you to memorize though. Scandium can only do plus 3. Okay. They don't discuss, hey, why cannot? They don't. I don't think they do lah. I don't think they do. I don't do that. Now titanium is going to be very easy lo. So titanium is simply argon, right? Then 4s2, 3d2, right? I mean, all along 4s2, 3d2. Then now you know why it's plus 4, right? Now you know why. But now we have plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. And that is why they quote the reason 3D and 4s are close in energy. Hence, there are numerous numbers that can be removed. Why? Don't know. The only reason is they are close in energy. But again, why? Don't know. Okay. Okay. So your TI is clear. Your V also clear. No? That's why it's plus 5. Huh? It must be 4s2, 3d3. La. Must be already. That's your vanadium. Your chromium, simple. 4s2, 3d4 plus 6. Lo. But everything can be done. Manganese, 4s2, 3d5. And 3d5 is an important status lah.
Configuration.
Because last time you discussed this in GC1, then the 3D5 is kind of stable. I think that's how I put it. Like then when you go to 3D6, suddenly it's not more than 7. Suddenly it's less than 7. They do explain. So it turns out that your note does explain. So go ahead. See.
S block. S block. S block is the beginning. Okay. So highest oxidation state corresponds to
the plastic
involvement for electrons and unpaired. So this will be 3D,
so
1, 2, 3. 3D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, 6, 6. The 5 is a manganese. Wait. The 5 is a manganese. Manganese is 4s2, 3d5. Easy ma, plus 7. 2 and 5 lah.
So
write down the manganese first. You write down. You're a bit stingy with writing. Yeah. Write down. Manganese is 4s2, 3d5. The 7 comes from there, right? And all the 3d5 is unpaired. Right?
Yeah, so
but Fe will now be
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And then for Fe, obviously, then you have one pair, right? One pair lah. So you will take your 4s2, 2 lah. And then you will take 4 of the unpaired. That's why it becomes 6.
Okay.
He's saying that the 3D pair is very stable. He's saying that why? Don't know, but that's why. That's why.
Okay.
That totally explains cobalt and nickel already.
Yeah, so cobalt will have one more pair.
So you only have
So
2 plus 3.
3,
Yeah,
2
5
plus
lah.
3, that's 5.
Right.
Nickel will
Nickel, you
have
have
what, 2 pairs? No, 2 more,
unpaired.
2
2
unpaired.
unpaired. So 2 plus 2.
2, 4. And obviously copper will have 1 unpaired.
Right. Yeah, but it should have been 3. There is no copper 3.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Why
So
not?
they explain this as, I think the instead of 4s2 3d9, right? So you write down Cu. They actually explain this as Cu is supposed to be 4s2 3d9, correct?
Yeah.
Then for some reason it becomes 4s1 3d10. For some reason. Again, they talked about this last time. For some reason, they already talk about this. They become 4s1 3d10. So this 4s1 3d10 explains the plus 1 lah. And that explains the plus 1. Right? The plus 2 is explained by the 4s2 gone.
Oh,
And this seems totally new to you, isn't it?
yeah.
This is not new. This is not new. This was discussed last time. And obviously at that time, we will treat this as memorization. So that's why maybe you forget. Are you going to put a question mark here? Are you going to put a question mark here? Right. So put a question mark, right? You might want to put a question mark on zinc also, right? Because hey, what's happening with Z? Who's the plus 2, right?
Oh god.
Okay, and you are very allergic to your question mark. Just put the question mark, man. Just put a question mark, and you expect the lecturer to tell you something lah. Instead of being allergic to question mark, instead of being allergic to, oh, you don't know this, you don't know. Yeah, obviously, we don't know. We're just learning, right? We're just learning. Now, when you haven't investigated this table, you don't even know your question mark. Now you know. You are in a better position, right? Modify your feeling. Your feeling is not according to your state. Your state is definitely better than 10 minutes ago. Definitely one, because you know your question marks. So don't be allergic to them, right? So modify your feeling. Modify your feeling. Now, anything else? Question mark here? If not, we move on.
This is fairly predictable, right? Yeah, because it increases. What about? Yeah. Okay. So.
Question mark.
Why? Why
Yes.
doesn't SC have +1 and +2?
Ask. Put a question mark. My suspicion, however, is that they don't explain this. I'm not sure whether there's an explanation clearly, but go ahead and put a question mark because the question is valid. Your question is valid. You're questioning the exceptions, correct or not? You're questioning the exceptions. Yeah, lah. Hey, why aren't there +1 and +2? Valid question. Whether you receive the answer or not, you have an expectation to the lecture. Not to the lecturer. You have an expectation now, which is a very valid expectation. If they don't answer, not your fault. Not your expectations fault. Understand?
All right.
Right? So understand your feeling. Your feeling follow your status. Your status right now is not bad. It's not bad. You're prepared for the lecture at least until this page. Anything else in this page? If not, then we move on.
Not for now.
Yeah, if not, I'm not saying that the pages previous to this has no question mark. It's just that, that's for you to do. That's for you to do. Wait, go. Okay, next page. Yeah, those are just examples. Yeah.
Standard electrode potential.
Right. Electrode potential. So they are definitely lumping up a lot of topics that you have talked about. I guess good. That's good. Right. Kindly read. So what is this chapter talking about? What is this?
MN with oxidation state. Variety of special state and the relative state are affected by the standard electric potential. Okay. E naught values for Fe3 plus is less positive than Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus is less positive. Suggest okay. Yeah, I guess.
If you don't understand this, that's not good. Or if you feel that this is new, also not good. Meaning, let's either put a question mark or discuss about it.
I feel like, okay, I'm not sure if this can be answered with that's because it's like that, but like, why this goes back to electrochemistry, right? So
Yeah. The previous chapter, yes.
why does lower electric potential mean less tendency to be reduced? Is it because of the experiment with hydrogen?
Look, the experiment with hydrogen is the standard defining one, the standard definition. So there is a standardization. Everybody compare to hydrogen. That's the agreement. I think the comparison with hydrogen does make sense, rather than comparing with some other thing. I feel, right? Hydrogen is simple for one, right? I will focus with the last sentence, the IE. Mn plus 2 is more stable than Mn plus 7. Okay.
Mn2 plus more powerful than
more stable,
Mn.
more stable.
Stable or stable?
Not powerful. There is no word powerful. Well, Mn plus 2 is more stable than Mn plus 7. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That, and when I see the value E electrode potential plus 1.52, totally makes sense to me. I'm fully satisfied. You might not, but I am. That sentence with the electrode potential positive, got it. I get it. I understand what you're saying. Now, how about you?
Wait, but okay, so this is the reduction, right? So that means, okay, but going back to the assumption, there's a high E naught value. So
Yeah, that's not an
means,
assumption. That's a experimental value. As in they measure that. They measure, oh, like that one. Okay, then.
That means this really wants to go to this, right?
Because he's acting as a battery. That means he's automatically wanting to do this. He's willing to give potential to do that. So automatic, or you call that spontaneous, or you call that, automatic or direct or willing is a very good adjective to describe this direction. It also means that the other direction, you need battery, you need potential to be supplied. Make sense? So therefore, less spontaneous, the other direction, same conclusion. Mn2 plus is less willing to be Mn7 plus. So the IE, Mn with oxidation plus 2 is more stable than Mn plus 7. Totally makes sense to me. But how about you?
Oh God. Oh man. Okay, I can accept that it wants to be this more, right? But
yeah.
Okay, I guess that does mean this is more stable than that.
Yep, that's just the nature of chemistry. If I want to be that, usually that guy is more stable. Because I'm willing to do that. That means I'm more reactive. I'm more willing to change. This is chemistry. If I want to be that, I want to change. And wanting to change means wanting to react. And after I go there, I don't tend to come back. That's also chemistry. That's why I say this is not supposed to be new. I mean, the skin or the wrapping seems new, but totally not new. This is chemistry. Normal what? That's the chemistry logic law. That's how atom works law.
Okay.
And I do want you to have that feeling. I do want you to have that understanding. Okay.
All right.
Right. Again, important in terms of meaning, in terms of, oh, this is chemistry. So let's get question 2, example 2.
Fe3 plus by Fe2 plus. Yeah, okay.
Which surprisingly means Fe2 plus is more stable. I mean, I would naturally thought that Fe3 plus is more stable. I'm a bit surprised here, but okay. Oh wow, I'm learning something new, right? I cannot argue with measurement. Measurement positive 0.77, still not a bad number. Right. So let's read further. Let's see what's going on here, right?
Removal of the third electron from Fe2 plus is easier due to inter-electronic repulsion between 3D electrons. Hang on. Fe2 plus is 3D6, isn't it?
No. He wrote it down there. He wrote it up there. Why are you thinking? He wrote it down
Like
up
it's
there.
3D6, but isn't there?
3D6 is one pair, right? One pair, 4 unpaired. Right?
Isn't there a S4S orbital?
There is always a 4s2 inside the AR. Hey, wait, no, there is always 4s2. There's always 4s2.
Oh, so what I wrote just now is wrong.
Let me think for one. Wait. No, wait. No. Let's go back to the table. Sorry, let's go back to the table. Correct what? Fe is, Fe is originally 4s2 3d6, right?
Yeah.
So when it's Fe2 plus, that means he removed 4s2 plus. That's just common one. Right? Common, right? He doesn't remove the D first. It's weird. The 4s2 gets filled first, kind of ish, and the 4s2 also got removed first. That's common. The 3D kind of stay put and remove later lah. Remove later. Okay, so no surprises lah. And then the Fe3 plus, plus 3 is saying that, oh, from 3D6 we go to 3D5. Okay, all right, sure. Not really exactly sure why, but I can at least accept that kind of. Right? Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
Right. So the sentence, the phrasing removal of the third electron from Fe2 plus is making a lot of sense, no? Because the first and the second one is the 4s2 lah.
So 3D6 looks like that. Then after that, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 looks like that, but just take away the 1 electron.
That's the third electron.
And removal of the third electron. Easier. Due to inter-electron repulsion between 3D electrons and the W and this one.
Yeah, that one. Yep, precisely.
Okay. Oh god. All right.
Any question marks so far? Again, it is normal to be tired when we understand something. but don't add to that tiredness by being uncomfortable with your question mark. Just put the question marks if there is if there is.
Okay, they explained it with oxidation is more likely here, right?
Do you understand that they are comparing with the first guy lah? They're comparing
Yeah, the FET,
2 and 1 lah. 2 and 1 because they keep mentioning manganese oxide lah. Yeah. MnO4 minus. So he's involving one manganese lah in the discussion of the Fe, just like that. That's why he's saying. Right? Now, if the hence oxidation is more likely to occur, that sentence, if you find that sentence to be not understandable, not okay also. This is what they discussed in the previous chapter. So try to understand this. This is actually very easy to understand when you see the electrode potential.
Oxidation is more likely to occur. So oxidation would be the iron coming out.
Remember, the reaction is always written as reduction, right? Plus E is always written as reduction. So when he say oxidation is more likely to occur, he's just saying, I want to go to the left instead of to the right. Okay. That's all he's saying. That's all he's saying. But in pairing with manganese, because obviously going to the left is a minus 0.77. Nothing minus is easy. You have to have a more positive value pushing in, which is the first guy. No?
Yeah.
Right. Also note that 1 will never happen by itself and 2 will never happen by itself. It's called redox. Both must happen. Right? Yeah, and that's why we're talking in fact. Correct.
Okay.
So this is what we talked about in last chapter when you say it cannot be that easy. Yes, it is that easy. It is. The English makes it very complicated. The value does not simple. Very simple one. Okay. Right. So one more time, minus 0.77 does not happen automatically unless you pair it with a higher positive. Okay. Totally makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So we are not saying that Fe3 plus is more stable, We are not saying that also. But we are saying that Fe3 plus will happen. We are saying that when paired with manganese. Okay.
All right.
And this is where we say MnO4 minus is a powerful oxidizing agent. That's where we say it. Because he has a very high positive value, able to overcome the required negative value. And that's why. That's why.
All right.
Any other question mark to put?
No, I don't think so.
All right, then moving on.
Oh gosh.
So suddenly he changes, basically he changes subtopic again, like no connection to the previous things, but we are definitely taking stuff from Sec 3 or Sec 4, definitely.
Something.
Right. So you treat this last chapter as a revision. The benefit you gain from understanding this chapter is that you understand what 50% of chemistry because you're revising that minus the OChem. Basically, that's the advantage here, right? Okay, so feel free to read and question mark and ask. We still have 5 minutes, so it's not bad.
Complex is one where central metal atom metal attached to ligands. I'm sure I'll know that. It's a ligand that contains at least one coordination number of the carbons for the definition of complex. Okay, take a no lie of this, take a covalent bond. Why transition elements can form complex ions. Okay. High charge density and high polarizing power. Beta low line. Okay. Yeah, all this stuff I know. Types of ligands. Neutral and ionic. Okay. Is there a difference? Like,
are you these two pages probably enough to you call revise lah if there's anything to revise here. Right,
I think
so
the native equivalent I can get.
right again, question marks is more important than what you get. What you get is important, but the question marks are very important, and I'm still not seeing the question mark. It's very difficult for you to acknowledge your mind asking a question. Right? My mind doesn't understand this. Okay, like question mark. Like, what the heck is this, man? Okay, like I demand the lecturer to tell me something about this. I want to know. I don't want my lecturer to tell me what I know. Tell me what I don't know, or this thing I don't know. Okay, tell me lah. I hope tell me lo.
So I guess it will be, is there a difference between them? Like,
Okay.
or
Then,
is it just or is it just that, or is it just, or are they like, is there like a special condition for like anionic ligands?
you mean the fact beside the fact that it's negative lah?
Besides the fact that it's negative, obviously.
I mean, from the
Or
name,
do
I
they
will
just,
guess not lah. From the name only lah. From the name only, I'll guess anionic or anion or negative. No?
okay.
Just for the name. I'm not an expert in chemistry, but just from the name, like that. No?
Okay. Okay.
More question marks, please. More question marks, please. Right. Be comfortable with that,
So
please.
two dative bonds means there's two electron pairs. There's two lone pairs of electrons, right? So, right. Each donor atom of the ligand can only donate. Hang on. What? Is a donor atom like the oxygen in H2O? Okay. Oh boy. Shalating in which they can form a ring. A ring? What ring?
Before you go there, you didn't even put any question mark on the bidentate and polydentate. They sound very weird, lah. But do you understand them or not?
I could just, I mean, I accept that, that's just a thing that happens,
Yeah lah. Where they come from is probably not our concern lah, but they do exist lah.
Yeah.
At least lah, at least. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So then the polydentate can form more than two, right?
Sure, I guess.
Right. And then he say polydentate can usually form rings.
I don't get. I was gonna put a question on it.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of ring is it? Is it like? I'm not really sure what kind of ring is the right question, but.
Fair question for now. Fair question. Like, is this ring supposed to be new? What is this? Is this a new thing lah? Basically, right? Am I supposed to know this already or not? Like this chelating thingy. What is this, man? All right. Fair questions. You demand the lecturer to at least tell you something about this. And frankly speaking, you can probably skip the other things. Frankly speaking, lah.
Chelates tend to be more stable complexes. Then the complex is formed from monodentate ligand. That's the
Isn't
polydentate ligand.
Isn't that just the story of chemistry? If I react, I become more stable. Yeah, lah. Right? No surprises there. Lah. That one's no surprise. I cannot react and then become more reactive. Okay, that happens, but balanced by somebody else becoming more stable. So when you say when I chelate, I become more stable. Yep. Totally can understand you chemistry. No problem. Right? No surprises there. So you are conclusive, right? Whether this chelating is new or not. Not even sure what that means, right? Not even sure what that means. Correct?
Yeah.
And that's a very fair question, right?
I suppose, yeah.
So you have further demands and very appropriate demands to your lecture. Right? Very appropriate. I ask a question here. The question is, I think, valid. So I would like some answers, so to speak. Okay. Right. So pay attention lah. Don't just look for things that you understand, or don't just browse through like a zombie. That's not what you need lah. That's not what you do when you view a video lah. Right. That's called zombieing to a YouTube video. Not what we're doing here, right? We're learning. Right. I mean, time is almost up. Feel free to continue. Right. Feel free to continue and find your questions.
Yeah.
The shapes of linear and whatever looks like another revision. Yeah. Looks like another revision.
Nature of complexes. Nature, like charge.
They seem to be referring to that. They seem to be.
Great. Wonderful. Is this the ring they're talking about? Oh, like a sheep. Okay. I think I'll just resulted in the charge from the sum of charges of ligands and I assume CuCl42 minus is Cu2 plus and 4Cl minus. Yeah, they say as much. What was this? Shapes. Square planar. Oh gosh. Okay. I guess. Depends on its coordination number. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, I need to draw the complex.
Turns out, so wow, seems to be like a new challenge, something like that. Seems to be that. But remember, the shape of the complex is just the same shape that you know beforehand when constructing molecules. Correct? Except that these are now complexes. The complexes are not technically molecule, but then again, they behave like molecules in the sense that the shape that they presume, right? So this is both new and old, new and old. So that's your expectation, that'll be your expectation. Hey, I need some old knowledge, but I'll be applying some new stuff.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I'll argue that lecture-wise, this is how long is one recorded lecture? I don't know, one class lecture. I don't know.
I can check. It is about.
It's not standard. Oh wow. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it never is.
Right. Okay.
It's
Sure.
about usually it's about an hour plus.
Yeah, and I will argue with you. You don't have to do 70% of them, but you better focus on your questions.
Yeah.
You can skip, not like a class lecture. I cannot skip. I cannot. Everybody's listening to the same thing. Recorded video cannot. You'll skip some things you don't know, but you also gain, your question and your answer. And whatever you skip, hopefully will be apparent in the tutorial. So the tutorial is your, safety net in finding, oh, I think I skipped that part, so I need to know.
All right.
I'm really saying this method of learning is more effective and efficient. I don't think that's theoretical. I don't think that's, my opinion. I do think that it is suitable in general, and it does seem to be very suitable to you. If I'm wrong, you must tell me, because I'm leading you astray, right? But if I'm correct, make full use of it. Okay. I'm guessing that you were zombieing through half of the video when you say you watch lecture.
Yeah.
Because, but why? But why? Because you don't know what to demand of the lecture.
Okay.
You currently have questions. I am willing to bet. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Your next lecture viewing will not be a zombie. If you don't just play don't just play the button if you do some active searching about your questions. Pretty sure about it. Pretty sure. Willing to bet. Okay. How many pages left, by the way? I mean, I think we are at the hardest part. We are at the hardest and last part. So how many pages?
Complexes, color complexes, complementary.
Oh, you have crystal field.
Crystal field theory, I guess that's it.
Yeah, totally new I suppose. Oh, then there's color though. Yeah, so this is physics. Colors are physics. Colors will
that was okay.
This is physics, man. This is physics. Yep. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's physics.
Linear exchange.
This should be the hardest, and then we should stop here. This is probably the hardest.
Catalyst.
And we are. Oh, this is still the.
Yeah, and then we're done.
And then
this is the summary.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, just to be very clear, if you don't understand this part, the shape, I think is very important for the previous part. So if you don't understand this part, it's a question mark, and that's what you demand of the lecture. That is what you demand. Okay. Right? It doesn't matter whether this is the last chapter. I think this is the last chapter. It doesn't matter. You still want your lecture to be effective and efficient. If not, it's demoralizing, or it's tiring. I would say it's tiring, right? With no good effect. So I hope this will be effective. See you on Sunday.
All right.
All right. Okay. And have a rest tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow and Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Ainesh, I think I can see you. Can you hear me? All right. Okay, so we're not going to wait for Aditya because both of you are rather late. Have you been here for long? Sorry.
Yeah, I was here for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Sorry, because the previous guy, Yankeen, your senior, is we talk more because I thought you weren't here, right? I would say, oh, Ainesh not here. Ainesh not here. Okay, come. So Ainesh, give me an update on what's happening in school.
We just covered about the same amount of how much I've done with you.
The trigo, you mean?
No, not trigo. The graph.
The graph. Sorry. You're doing the graph right now, and so we are at the level of the order, right?
Yes.
The sequence lah. So, are you saying that they try to explain that there is a sequence, or they try to explain why the sequence is like that, or they're just asking you memorize the sequence? What's going on? Memorize the sequence. So tell me how they ask you to memorize. Maybe I can help you understand or explain.
It's something called AMMA.
Give me an example. If you can do that with a paper, please.
With a paper. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I mean like
Write something. Write something.
yeah. I mean it was okay. It's like oh, okay.
How's your class? Is the class, it's a better experience now? The Emma, I understand, but sorry, I shifted to another question so far. I'm curious. I'm curious. Is the class a better experience for you now?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Could you tell me in what ways? And please be honest in the sense that no need to, no need to sugarcoat for me. I'm trying to improve your experience, man. So I
Yeah,
want to know.
okay, so I'll say it hasn't improved that much, but also like it has improved definitely. That's not in doubt. Earlier, at one point, I just given up. I tried again, and I can actually understand some stuff now. But obviously, there are things that, especially when the teacher covers everything so fast, I can barely take down anything inside.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I don't know what you teach and what she teaches. There's like a same basic concept, but I still feel like it's a bit different. Like the way she teaches things is a bit different.
Okay. A few things to note. I do note that you need time to work on your own notes.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a very positive way. Please understand. Please understand. It is very positive for you to want to write a note. Or rather to want to write a note that you seem to, feel you understand or feel that you cover things completely. That's what I sense from how you do your notes.
Yeah.
Because you don't bother to write a lot of working in questions usually. I feel that you bother more in writing the notes, which therefore that is something that you must do. I do not seek to alter that. I seek to support that. And I seek to, how do I say this? That's how you do your learning. And so you must do it. If not, you don't learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're saying that in class, there isn't enough time.
Yeah.
So let me clarify a few things. You're saying that the class tempo is definitely faster than the tuition tempo.
Way fast.
Right. And that's not suitable for you.
The
for
class
learning,
tempo
sorry,
is
not
suitable.
for learning, sorry, for learning is not suitable at all. Right. Okay, understood. I don't seek to make your learning faster unless really there's an emergency, which is basically we're not learning. We are just rushing through. I'm not sure how useful is that. Like for example, when we cover the index, never mind the exam for now. When we cover the index, it wasn't very rushed, right?
Yeah, but the logarithms is very rushed.
Correct. And I mean, what do we gain from it? Nothing much. Yeah, we would argue that if we rush, it's a waste of time, right? It's a waste of time. And we don't try to rush. It. So in this sequence, he asks you to memorize, right? Now, before that, anything that you feel you miss from the tuition, something additional covered in class, before the sequence. Is there anything that we miss?
No.
Right. So you are happy simply by understanding what the class is talking about up to sequence lah.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair to say, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair to say. So whatever small improvement that you feel should be from there lah. Right? Because in sequence, you stop experiencing maybe the positive feeling gets lesser lah. Maybe. So why is it the lecture stops here, is it? Before example 3, am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me why this part of the lecture in class doesn't feel so good. Think about it.
We didn't fully cover this, right? We just cover what we're supposed to do. Like over, oh yeah, to be fair, she did cover like the order, which we
Yeah.
didn't do. We just wrote down what we have to do, but not in what order.
Correct. So the order is the new thing lah. Fair enough, right? Fair enough lah, right? Does it feel good actually to notice that there is something new, or it doesn't feel good, or how does it feel to you?
I think it feels good. Like I can actually learn something from class now.
Yep. You realize that, oh, this is the new thing, and you realize that we didn't cover it, right? And I think you write it down and you feel that in your mind this is something to take. So actually good stuff, right? Actually good stuff, right? Now think carefully. What do you want me to do? Considering that you still have one more week, right? You're the one which is later. Yeah. So
Yeah.
one more week, right? So the class will definitely be covering this, definitely. What do you want me to do today and Sunday?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we could do, okay, there's a lot of things actually that I wanted to address about rescheduling, because we'll be missing a lot of lessons due to the vacation trip.
The first 3 weeks, right? Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
2 weeks, I think. Yeah, but then considering
Mhm.
considering all the, I don't know, the buffer days and jet lag and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, almost 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks are gone. Fair enough. Then
So I do have holiday on Monday and Wednesday.
you mean the next week?
Yes.
And Monday and Wednesday is usually when we don't have lessons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you want more lessons?
Yeah, I'll actually be happy as long as it's okay with you.
Right. So standard answer, the night is more reliable than the day. If I can do it in the day, I'll tell you and we immediately jump into it, because it's definitely an hour by hour assessment. I cannot plan, I cannot plan fully for the baby, if you understand.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but extra lessons, I think your father will understand. Definitely good reasons, and I think if the timing is correct, let's do it lah.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk to him about it actually. I'll talk to him first.
Yeah, talk to him first, right? See how things are, right? Okay. Anything else that you want me to do?
No, but I think today we should do trigo, especially because I think Aditya is coming in.
Yeah, and Aditya is not coming. I'm very confused. Yesterday we met and we were doing very well. We reached to the the hardest thing. But again, remind me again, why do we do trigo? Like you, and because we're currently doing. I keep forgetting your syllabus. Why do we do trigo?
I sent you the syllabus. If you can scroll up all the way to the top of WhatsApp, I'm pretty sure that was the first thing I sent you. The syllabus.
Correct. As in, but why? My question is why? Again, explain to me again if I forget. Why is your class talking about function right now, not trigo?
I actually have no clue. I think this was supposed to have been covered before exams, but it wasn't. So it's just being covered now. And then after this, definitely should be trigo. There's no guarantee because the teacher hasn't told us anything. But according to the syllabus that they provided us, it should be trigonometry.
Right. I don't mind talking trigo with you. Like trigo is fascinating, I feel, and it's good for our development, right, as a person. But right now, since Aditya is not coming and I don't know why, and I don't want to troubleshoot, let's just talk about function for now. Does that make sense? We're getting slightly ahead of the class. Again, that's what we're doing, right? We can do trigo also. I'll be giving you hard questions. I don't mind doing that lah.
Yeah, I think we should just do trigo for now.
All right. We'll do that. Right. So you go to the shared Jamboard. Because
we'll probably be doing functions across the holidays if you're doing extra lessons.
Yeah. All right. So the shared the last time shared Jamboard, still the same thing. Go to page 3, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, tell me when you're in. Huh?
Yeah. I'm in.
Right, so look at page 3, you will see question 23, 24, and 25. Okay. Now, the first question is not 23. So the first question, the poll one, we ignore. right? So 23, 24, 25. Now, fair warning, 24 and 25 is in a different level. Even for an exam question, this is considered hard. So 24, 25, you're saying?
No, you finish first.
Right. So 24, 25, if you can do, there isn't much else to teach. Because even for exam, this is hard, right? Even your school won't be crazier than this. This one I can guarantee.
I mean,
23, 24 and 25, right? Now 23 is, medium to hard. So there's a big jump between 23 to 24. 24, 25 is basically almost the same. No? So you try doing 23 first. Please note one thing about 23. The 23 has no drawing. Same thing as 24 and 25. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, right? I warned you already, 23 is medium to hard. If you find that the lack of drawing is not good, you should be drawing first. You should be, that's my strong suggestion. Yeah. So I know your trigo is good, yeah, but careful, this is hard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Aditya is joining. Right?
Okay.
I think Aditya forgot. Oh, since he hasn't joined, ask you something. Ask you a very non-academic question.
Sure.
Do you like having class with Aditya, even though you have just done it for a while?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, he's about the same level as me.
True. Right. Roughly, not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
He catch up quickly, lah. Right.
Yeah. What school is he from?
SJI. Sorry, you're from ACSI, right?
No, I'm from SJI.
Hey, I'm very confused. He is from ACSI. You're from SJI.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. Both IB students you'll be basically IB students year 5, 6.
He's from ACS and he's behind me on the syllabus.
But because he's ACS International, not ACS IB.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
His international GSE. So it's slightly slower. They have a different priority. Right. So something like that. Yeah. Okay. But the hard questions is hard enough for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so check out 23.
Okay, let's put my laptop stand real quick. Give me next.
Yes, Aditya, I can see you. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Ainesh was just trying the questions that you had yesterday, yeah?
Okay.
Right. So any updates before we talk about the trigo or some other stuff? Any updates?
No, not really. Today we just did nothing in class.
Oh, sorry. Tell me what that means. What does that mean?
I mean, we just played around and it's the last lesson of the term.
Right, because next week is holiday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you actually did not even discuss your homework today.
Well, I handed it in.
But no discussion.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm curious then. And no other updates. No other updates. Then?
No, there was no AMAF today.
Right. Okay. So I'm curious. 24 and 25 is a challenge. So how was it for you?
It was kind of hard.
Mhm.
Me and my friends did it together before class.
Mhm. Oh, you guys just do the most challenging question before class together. Then what happened?
And we managed to get a pretty reasonable answer, and then it was correct according to the
Answer key.
yeah.
24 and 25.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do then? In terms of 24, 25, should we just skip? Nothing else to do?
I guess so. I mean, I know how to do it now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Before we continue, so Ainesh, why are you repeating? Why are you rewriting the question? I mean, I don't mind, but why?
Oh, I don't know. It just looks blurry on my screen.
The Jamboard looks blurry in your screen? Really?
Yeah. Because I'm not using my regular laptop, so.
That's so weird. Oh, okay. Sure.
It's fine. This is one time thing.
Okay. Right. Okay. So Aditya, the hardest question of the trigo is done. Tell me, will your trigo continue? Do you have any idea?
I do not think so.
Now, why do I ask? Because trigo, even for sorry, I keep messing up. Your ACS, your IGCSE, right? Your international, right?
Yeah.
So you have the separation between the normal math and the A math classes, right? So you have.
Yeah.
So even in the normal math, usually the trigo doesn't stop here. Usually, it does not. It continues to something very important, right? So important that it becomes common knowledge for other topics. That's how important it is. So not this part, right? Not this one. And then in AMath, you will have further trigo, right? Not going to cover today. So that's why I'm asking, right? Do you have any details on your syllabus that I can consult? Or if you don't, just flip your book for me, please, so I can check whether you're supposed to continue the trigo or not. Right? If you have no idea, just flip the book for me, please.
Actually, I'm checking the scheme of work, and
Okay.
We're gonna be doing a. Can I share screen?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Right. You don't have to worry about this, Ainesh. Right.
So we're gonna be doing these.
I'm just looking a while for Aditya's.
Oh yeah, wait. My syllabus probably has something like this as well. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it.
Let me see. So you will be doing bearing.
Yeah.
If you do bearing, you need sine rule, cosine rule. I'm a bit confused why you're not doing that before. I'm very confused. But then you'll be doing graphing. I mean, the trigo is definitely continuing to something that I would expect. In fact, your whole term 3 is trigonometry. Really? Really? Wow. 9 weeks of trigonometry? Really? Okay, thank you. You can stop your, I'm very surprised currently. Yeah. Stop your screen sharing and then flip your book, please. Flip your book.
Flip my book? Like
yeah.
my textbook?
Like this textbook, the one that contains all this question, right? So I just want to confirm one more thing. So Ainesh, how are you doing with question 23?
It's fine.
Okay. Right. So flip to the hard question yesterday, and then go forward lah. Go forward and let me see what the pages contain. This is the here you go. That's the hard question, right? And then after that, show me what's happening after this. Yeah.
There's more of these, like in 3D now.
No worries. Flip again. Flip again. No worries. This is bearings. My goodness, they talk about bearing without sine rule or cosine rule. Oh my
I've got my
goodness.
answers for both.
Sorry, Ainesh, sorry, you're saying?
I've got my answers for both.
Aditya, could you mind checking the answer key a bit for question 23?
Yeah, you
It
can put
looks
on the
good.
24 and 25 answers as well. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Just a minute. I think your answer is correct. No? I think. Zoom in a bit, Aditya. Sorry. Zoom in a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to pin my video.
Right.
Okay.
Nice. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna copy that. Right, there you go. So Ainesh, you can check out it's a short answer key, so no harm.
Oh, on where?
Seems good lah. On the same page. Thank you, Aditya. Right. Let's go back to the true bearing page. Right. No, just zoom in. Just keep the zooming in just a bit more. Just a bit. Too much. Slowly, a bit more. About here is nice. Yeah. Next time. Right. So Ainesh, you can see that your working is correct. So unless you have a question, here comes the real challenge. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm looking at the true bearing for a while, Aditya. You see. Yeah. No problem. Next page. Next page. I'm looking at the example. My goodness, he really does not do sine rule, cosine rule. Flip again. I'm very surprised here.
I think we have done sine and cosine rule.
No, you have done sine and cosine. Are you sure that you did sine rule and cosine rule? Totally different.
Wait, what is the sine and cosine rule?
I'm gonna draw something in page 4. So today, I'm gonna try that and see whether you have seen the form or not. If you have not, then you will know immediately. Today is 26. So pretty soon your seniors will come in. So at that point, we're just doing practices already. Right? Sorry, where's my pen? I'm so sorry. Okay.
No, this is an airplane flying directly.
Okay, I'm writing what you call the sine rule, Aditya. It looks kind of something like this. Okay, looks familiar or not? On page 4 of the same Jamboard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought so too, because your book doesn't seem to indicate anything like that, right?
But we don't really use the book. We use like our teacher writes down stuff for us.
But your syllabus seems to be doing that. Your syllabus seems to be skipping sine rule. I'm very confused, but it means that things are slightly easier. Actually, no. Actually, things are slightly harder because sine rule is supposed to be the best formula.
I think they'll teach it like next term before we start this.
Okay, for now, we're simply, slowly getting ahead of class, and you have finished the hardest question, right? So you just read the 3D part. I want to know your 3D sense because your 2D sense is good. So I want to know your 3D sense. You just go and read the book for a while and then try to do the simple examples first so that I know your 3D sense. If I sense that your 3D sense is bad, we're going to do something about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Right? Now let me address Noah and Aryan. Aryan, quick updates. Today is your last day. Tomorrow is your last day, right? Or today is your last day.
4.
4? Sorry. What?
Wait, for school?
For school, yes.
Oh no. I still have 1 more week.
Oh, the first week is you have to go back to school. Yeah, okay, understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Any updates so far?
There's still next week. Yeah.
Understood.
But then there's no lesson on Thursday and Friday.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Excellent.
Yeah.
Any updates so far?
No.
All right. Any homeworks today?
No.
Okay, relaxing. How about you, Noah? Any updates? Any homeworks today?
The update is that we're doing the next chapter that you thought a bit of. Just
Oh, what is the next?
just skip.
Oh, the integral lah, the definite integral thingy lah, right?
Yeah.
Good. Have
Yeah.
the class caught up with yesterday's practice?
Yeah, but after that, the teacher said homework is the indefinite integration.
Oh, the guy before, the topic before.
Yeah.
But because indefinite is the guy
Because
before.
if we can't do that, we can't do the next one.
I mean, fair lah. So today you want to go further than the class, or you want to do homework? That's up to you.
I guess I'll do homework instead.
No problem. I have no problem. Go ahead. Okay. Right. Aryan, what are we learning right now, basically?
It's still the area under the graph.
Right. And has the question caught up to the difficulty of what we're practicing?
Yeah.
So, but you don't have any homework.
No, I'm almost at the end. Like the teacher is almost at the end.
So usually he will give you homework from the textbook, right? Usually, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Why don't we just, instead of me giving you, because you're already caught up, right? Why don't we just, do the hard questions from textbook? Who knows it's going to be homework, so even better, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I'll be following you. And now,
But
Ainesh. Yes, Aryan, you say?
I don't have the textbook.
Why don't you have the textbook?
It's in school.
What kind of textbook you have? Tell me the name.
Is the AMF textbook B?
Look at
Like
Noah's
the-
screen. Look at Noah's screen. Noah, can you show me your textbook to Aryan? See whether you have the same textbook or not. Don't mind, Noah. Okay, Ainesh, I like that you are drawing first. And I actually like your drawing. Not bad, not bad. I like your initial drawing. I like it. Good. You take your time to read, and I strongly suggest that even in exam, no problem. So Aryan, is that your textbook? Look at Noah's
No.
textbook. Why do you do this, right? Why do you do this?
I'll just. Yeah, I think you can just like do questions from like a different textbook.
Don't message your friend. Ask him to take a picture of the 2 pages for the area under the graph practice.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Okay, let's do that. That's more useful. Right. The 2 last pages of the area under the graph. Okay, make it quick. Yeah, make it quick. Right. Ainesh, I take it that you are still thinking about it.
Yeah, but I'm struggling.
Right. Now, first thing first, X is just traditionally reserved to the thing we want to find. I have no problem with you using X and X because I think that's correct. But that X is not the final question, right? So can you put it like Y and Y maybe just to make it easy? Y and Y. Just to indicate they're the same. And then put the X to where what you're supposed to find. It's a smaller angle, right, with the dotted line, right? Because I totally cannot see. Okay, totally agree with you. Now, read the question one more time. You are missing a few things. For example, make the 90-degree very clear, please. You do have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Make the 90-degree clear. Right. And read the question. There is just one more thing that you're missing. You're doing very well already. Even reading the question is difficult. So just read and make sure you do that one thing that you're missing. Aditya, don't move to true bearing. Don't. Stick to 3D.
Yeah, I finished. I just finished reading. There's not really a part where it talks about 3D shapes. It's just like there's an example and then there's questions.
Can you do at least one question, one hard one? One that looks hard from the 3D. Okay, just to make sure that you're okay, because 1 or 2 lah.
No, what am I missing? I think I have everything covered.
I'll give you a hint because the hint is important. The thing is important lah. So again, I'm gonna give you a hint. Where is it? Okay, so the third sentence. If you cannot find it, read for me loudly.
Assuming the airplane is traveling at constant speed and altitude.
Yeah.
Altitude means height,
Yeah.
so height remains the same.
Yeah. Could you please indicate that? You seem to know that, so at least indicate that. You do not know the height, but you know that they are the same.
I'll just get this straight. This is true.
Sure.
Is that
sure.
question 24?
That is question. Ainesh is doing question 24. Ainesh.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, that was a hard question. I did not like that question.
No, 24 and 25. No, definitely not. But that is the hardest thing they can give you in exam lah. In some sense lah. So mastering it makes some sense. Now, Ainesh, I need you to indicate that no. Just indicate from a side point of view. Which side is the same?
The what?
Which we're dealing with triangles here. So I agree that A and B is the same height. I don't mind, but translate that into which side of the triangle is the same. Like the way you say Y and Y is the same. I like it lah. So which side and which side is the same currently regarding to the height?
Similarity in play here.
Definitely not, because the two triangles are not similar. If you can see that, they're not. They're clearly not. Unfortunately, it is not.
How do you know? This and this are similar.
The only common angle is 90 degrees. There are no other common angles. So it's clearly not similar, and it is good to rule that out. Your thinking is great. It is good to rule that out. Still, one of the sides, come on, the sides. This side and that side is the same, come on. Regarding the height. Okay, I totally agree with you. Can you make it simpler by no. AC equals to BD. I was preferring you to write, BH equals to H. No problem, right? Okay. Now Ainesh, take note that there are two triangles here. There are two 90-degree triangles, and the two 90 triangles, none of them are no 3. All right. Therefore, the question maker is giving you something hard, right? And trusting you to overcome that. Now, the question maker cannot just do this for free. Let me repeat this. The question maker cannot give you no 2 triangle and then get away with it. Cannot. He must compensate for the lack of the third knowledge. Now, hear me out. The way he compensates is to have a relationship between the first and the second triangle. Okay, that is what we have to exploit. One more time. He is compensating the lack of third knowledge by the relationship between the two triangles. Yeah, you will know what that means very soon. Now, write something that makes sense for the first triangle. Start from there first. Write either a sine, a cosine, or a tangent for the first triangle, even though you do not know 3.
First triangle you mean this, right?
Sorry, that will be the first triangle, because that triangle you at least know 2. Do you notice that the other triangle you only know 1, which is like terrible?
Yeah.
Right, so at least start from the no 2 one. Now, Michael, any updates so far?
Yeah. I guess. I got back my grades, I guess.
All your grades, right? Okay, understood. Right, sure. You can tell me if you wait a minute. You already told me 4 of your grades. You received the rest, is it?
Yeah.
Right. How do you feel? How is it?
It's, I don't know, like can improve, greatly from EOI last year.
Yeah.
But then
You said that.
You said
that. Aditya, I lost your video. Aditya, yeah, sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I was trying to connect the thing so I can put the question on the thing.
Right. Sorry, Mike, you're saying, but
then I could have worked harder on physics because I think I was like literally just focusing it on chem. Then the rest is just either below average or mediocre.
You couldn't, practically speaking. There is a limited energy and time to work to physics. So you choose to focus on chemistry, and the result shows, man. No, be practical. I don't think you could. I'm not sure that you could. I don't see you as a 3-week preparation guy. 3-week or 1-month preparation. If you are, then you could lah. If you are, then you could. Okay. Now, Ainesh, for the second triangle, we stop at the AC thingy lah. You have to do something to the third triangle. and then use the first triangle. Hopefully you can do that, right? Hopefully you can do that. If you can do that, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I'm trying to do something first. Let me try to do that.
Please do. Right. So Michael, personally, I think your effort paid off, right? Not spectacularly, but definitely paid off. I feel, right? If you plan to put in more effort, well, know that your effort does pay off, and this time it does pay off. Yeah, I feel, especially in chemistry. So quite proud of that. Quite proud of that. Right. Any homeworks or any new topics?
No new topics, because it's literally just been mother tongue.
Oh yeah. I forget. Yeah, it's always like that. Yeah. Why do I even bother?
May I not attend the session this what's it, Sunday?
A reason being?
Monday is mother tongue O's paper 1 and 2.
You can don't attend today and Sunday if that's your wish. You know, just focus on your mother tongue.
Oh, right. So I need to tell my father, or
yeah, you can just tell your father that this is now the time to, I think this is now the time to focus on mother tongue, and then we will do more math afterwards. Fair enough, right? Do more math and physics and chem, whatever afterwards. Holiday tuition, right? Okay, right? No problem. You know, just have one less burden. Just have one less burden. See you.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, right. So Aditya, I'm not seeing you do something though. At least try a question. No.
I'm trying to put it on the drive, but it's just not working. I don't know
why. You mean you are trying to screenshot, is it?
I already did. I'm sending it to my
No, let me do it for you. It's easier for me. So look at page 4. Is this what you're trying to do? I just screenshotted your whole page, right? Right. It's not very nice. So you want me to screenshot 31? I do that for you. Done. Right. So done 31. There you go. Okay. Done. Now, still do it on paper. You did it? Right. And it was correct?
Yeah.
Yes. If you can do that, that is exam worthy. Excellent. Now, Ainesh, you can take on the next challenge. I mean, you're supposed to be done, but you can, if you want to, take on question 25. Right?
Yes.
Right, if you so wish. Right. Good job. Right. For you, Aditya, I do expect triangles. I do expect triangles, right? Redrawing of the triangle, if you so wish. Noah, any questions so far?
No.
Right. Now, I know you're a hard worker and you like you don't mind repetition, but are you currently sick of integration? I do want to know.
Not really, because when I was studying for exams, it's not only integration.
And now you're doing full integration again, no problem. Don't mind.
Yeah.
Right. And you're doing easy stuff, which you also don't mind. Fair? Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah.
I don't mind also. If I think that's you, I think that's you being you, and that's why I don't mind. Right. Okay, Aryan, any questions so far?
Yeah, I think I'm getting this answer wrong.
Okay. Just checking that you copied the answer correctly, yeah? The question, sorry, you copied the question correctly, yeah?
That's the question 5.
I'm going to copy your working, yeah? So I'm just going to copy your working and put it in your Jamboard, which is in page 4 now, yeah? In page 4, and today's date.
Jamboard, right?
Yeah, same Jamboard. So putting it is today. So let me see, yeah? Your integration is integration seems fine. Yeah, good. I'm just checking, so one by one. So this seems fine. This part seems fine. This part seems fine. This part seems fine. This part seems fine. All right. So Aryan, do notice that. Do notice. This one move here, and this one can combine with this, right?
Yeah.
Right. And did you do that because I don't see the further working? I cannot follow your further working.
Oh, I simplified it into
Right.
-5 and -2.
Which is fair. Totally fair. Yeah, you made a careless mistake here. You made a careless mistake. So not the 5 and the 2. And I want you to find your careless mistake. I wanted you to find your careless mistake. You did make a careless mistake. I think it's a careless mistake. Go and find it, please. Remember the technique I teach you, you just check it out one by one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I think with that careless mistake spotted, you'll be fine. No? Ainesh, you're taking time to read, yes? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Please do that in exam.
Ask me to find. Are they trying to ask me to find the original height?
Let me see. I mean, the volcano doesn't seem to change in height, lah. Does that give you any hint?
No, I mean like what they're trying to say, determine the height of the volcano above the plane. They're just trying to, this is the height of the volcano.
Again, the height of the volcano, I don't think changes.
Yeah, obviously. Huh? Okay.
Right. Some drawing would be useful, even though it may be wrong, but you need to draw something to help you think. So do that, please. That is part of the challenge. They don't give you the drawing, right? They don't. Part of the challenge. I'm losing your video, Aditya. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Are you here? You're here. You're still here. Yeah, but I'm losing your video. Yeah. Aryan, can you find your careless mistake?
I'm trying, but I can't seem to find.
Right. This is a skill that you have to develop. Again, we have been developing this since the first time we meet. How do I teach you to find your own mistake? One by one, right?
You just hunt. Yeah.
Yeah. So one by one means the sign, and then the number, and then the variable. Okay. Now, is the sign correct or not?
Yeah.
Right. Is the number correct or not?
Yeah.
Right. Is the variable correct or not?
Yeah.
Right. Then same thing lah. Is the sign correct or not?
Yeah.
Right. And then there's another sign here. Correct or not?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How did I teach you to find your own mistake? How?
You.
One by one.
You one by one. Yeah.
You do that. Don't let your eye wander. I expect you to do this the moment you realize the careless mistake next time. Understand?
Yeah.
You have to develop this skill for exam. You have to, yeah? There's no pass. Yeah. Okay. Right. Aditya, I saw you draw something. So any questions so far?
No, I was just drinking some water.
Yes. Zoom in a bit, please.
Oh, okay.
Right. Ainesh, is that your drawing for question 25?
Yeah, I know it's wrong. It's just for.
All right. Because it feels to me like the volcano is moving, but if you know what you're doing, then up to you.
Like it's actually the same thing. Instead of the POV person moving, the volcano is moving in my diagram because it's easier to draw.
So are you sure that you don't want to just move you in the drawing and let the volcano stay? Because that's what the question is.
I mean, I can do that, but it's the same thing.
Up to you. If you feel that you're comfortable, then feel free to use it. Ian, how is it? Is it still wrong?
No, I am.
Okay, good. So far, so good. This is not a bad practice for a start, right?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, this is a warm up, because it's not even area under the graph, right? It's not. Right. Any question, Aditya?
I'm just thinking because if one side the angle is larger, then the other side has to be just like shorter or something.
I'm not sure I follow. What are you trying to find? Because he asked you for the total length of wood, right? What are you trying to find here? Just to be clear, lah. You're saying x1. Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
agree
trying
with
to
you.
find
Yeah, I agree.
x1 and
No,
x2.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Please note the no 3 thingy problem again. Lah. So any triangle with no 3 currently?
Both.
No. What? No.
Oh wait.
Nonsense. Nonsense. You nonsense.
Oh yeah.
You nonsense. That's the
None
first
of
thing
them.
to know. Okay. Who is the no 3? If there is lah. If there is any, who is the no 3?
Oh, then it will be triangle 2.
Agree. You notice that the first triangle is no 2 lah, right?
Yeah.
The question maker cannot get a free pass like this. So either he gives you a way to make it no 3 or, a relationship between. So which one is he giving you? A way to make it no 3 or something else?
Triangle 2, we have to find the height.
And then
so that we can use it to find
the
like
height
the
there.
length.
Yeah, and therefore you make the first triangle no 3 lo, right?
Yeah.
Now this is considered a medium question.
Like I have a question, and I'm gonna use my protractor for this because like I think I'll need it.
Sure.
So if one of them is one is at 35 and another is at 40. Okay,
very slight difference, right? Yeah, very slight difference. Yes.
So
you're asking whether who is the longer guy. Okay, sure.
No, like that's not it. And another one here is 40.
Before that, Aryan, are you okay so far? I cannot follow your working.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Noah, you okay? Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Ainesh, you are at almost the final answer, is it?
I got it wrong.
All right. You cannot zoom in, but because we are already overshooting the time, so I'm happy for your motivation. We can stop here, or you can continue to find your mistake. What do you want? It's up to you.
I would definitely want to continue finding my mistake.
Sure. We'll limit it to 10 o'clock. That's already a bit too much. Yeah? So I won't give you any hint first until you request. So Aditya, what's your question?
Yeah, so like the height is different. This one here is 35.
Yeah.
This one here is 40.
I can confirm to you that this is not the appropriate drawing. That's why the height is different. I can confirm that because it is directly implied that the height is the same. So there is another way of drawing this that makes the height the same and changes something else. No? Not the angle. The angle stays 40 and 35, but the height needs to be the same. Something else needs to change. Yeah. I don't mind this because this is developing your 3D sense. So that's why I don't mind. Make the height the same, please. You should be doing that instead of something else that you do here.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I can just not draw it that long.
So Ainesh, yeah, precisely lah. Precisely. So the 40 is shorter, right? The 40 is shorter. That's why lah. So Ainesh, you're drawing a new triangle, which I like better because that represents the question better. So maybe that will help you. Again, please note, Ainesh, the two triangle got no 3 or not?
No.
Right, and that's the challenge of the question. That is lah. That is. Request for hint, please, if you want to. Yeah. Now, Aditya, are you happy with the 3D sense? I don't mind you doing all this.
Yeah, I figured it out. I think I can do it now.
Right. Okay. So return to the node tree principle. So start from the node tree, which means this is a medium question instead of a hard question.
Yeah. Wait, it's fine if I can just find this angle, right? It's 50.
That's up to you. You can, and you can use 50 if you so wish. There is no problem with that. No problem.
Yeah, because it makes things a lot easier.
Okay, now get this right. This is the step where you commonly make mistakes. So try to get it right. Aditya, this time I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you. So, tell me what's so?
Sine is opposite over hypotenuse.
Tell me which one's the opposite of 50?
25.
Clearly the opposite. Tell me what's the hypotenuse?
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Oh my god.
Same problem. Same problem.
Yeah.
And you're canceling too much. You just cancel the hypotenuse is enough. Right? Don't redo stuff like this in exam. Yeah. This one not acceptable in exam. Just correct the mistake lah. Right.
Okay.
Right. This happens a lot. Yeah. Remember the hypotenuse confusion. I feel this is not careless mistake. I feel this is a concept confusion. Remember the hypotenuse.
Okay.
Do you understand that the hypotenuse of 50 and 40 is the same?
Yeah.
Right. So remember that. Right. Remember that. Oh, Tan is nice. Good. See, you're just correcting the sign. Yeah, this is acceptable in exam. Yeah, Ainesh just lost you. Yeah, and I get you back. Right. You have a final answer. You do.
No, it's still wrong. It's basically the same thing. Can you give me a hint?
Okay, sure. I'm gonna take a picture because of your working. It'll be a bit blurry. Yeah, I have to use that to.
Yeah.
Aryan, are you okay so far?
I'm kind of stuck at the question 10 part 2.
However, I cannot follow you. Yeah, that's a problem. I cannot follow you. So you gotta give me some idea what's going on here. But before that, I'm gonna give Ainesh a hint. So Ainesh in page 4, yeah, page 4, a bit blurry. Right, so I'm gonna refer to your second picture first, see whether we can use that properly. Now, I'm not sure which triangle is this, so I'm just gonna make a guess. You're using
the 23, the bigger one.
Okay, so the bigger one. Agree with you, and let's say I agree with the tangent. I agree with tangent, and you will notice that you do not know 3, right? So that's part of the problem, right? I'm gonna skip through to the other triangle. Is this the other triangle, the smaller triangle?
Yeah.
All right. So NALAB, yeah, totally agree. And then you're supposed to combine this You're supposed to combine these two. No matter how you do it, you have to combine this. Now you're supposed to find what? The AB, is it?
You're supposed to. What are you supposed to find?
The Y or the AB? I'm sorry.
Or the height of the volcano.
So you're supposed to find AB, not Y. Why are you finding Y? I mean, I don't mind you finding Y though. Finding Y is great, but you're supposed to find AB. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So try that. Maybe that'll work. Right. Try that. Maybe you're not as bad as it seems. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right. So Aditya, you get Y. I suppose that's nice. That's very nice. Yeah. Noah, you okay? Yeah? So Aryan, I'm not seeing anything, Aryan. I'm not seeing anything at all. I cannot see anything. Yeah? Like, I'm seeing a blank piece of paper right now. I'm not seeing your working question.
I was just trying the 10 part 2. I'm not sure how to like start.
Yeah, I cannot even see the question. I cannot even advise you because I don't even know what's the question.
Oh.
I cannot see anything. I really cannot see anything. Show me the question at least.
I just sent it the question.
Oh, right. Sorry. Aryan. Okay, good. Which question again? Question 10, is it?
Question 10, part 2.
Question 10, so I'm gonna take a picture of this one first.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You got it?
My answer is 723 and the answer is 729.
For now, we'll consider that a win. Maybe there's some mistake.
I know why. Because
maybe.
Answer sheet, it uses rounded off numbers. Because for question 24, I used rounded off numbers and I got the exact 14.3. And for 25, I used the exact numbers and I got 723. So I think the answer sheet uses rounded off numbers.
We should be using exact.
So the exact is 723, I think.
At least for your school, I'm pretty sure they will ask for exact.
Yeah.
Sure. So
in my school, they say round up to the three significant figures every time.
So you keep using the round off number. So the rounding off keep rounding off, so to speak, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think slightly different preference with the other school. So I believe Ainesh school will prefer 5 SF in the middle. So it's not so rounded off, I feel like. That's usually the standard. Now you stick to your standard, Aditya. Stick to your standard. Okay, Ainesh, very happy that you managed to do this with some help, still valid. Definitely something exam worthy, at least for your school.
Yeah.
Right. With that in mind, I will see you on Sunday and we'll talk about our strategy for next week.
Sure.
Okay, good job. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Aryan, I can finally talk about it. Okay, so you found the A and B, Aryan, just to confirm.
I found the part 1.
Yeah, A and B. So tell me what's A and B. Very important.
Well, A, I got 0,4.
Okay, reasonable. Then.
And B, I got 3,1.
3,1. Let me just check very quickly. It seems very reasonable. Okay, good. So all these are good, right? So calculate the area of the shaded region. Now, my question to you is, have you done area with respect to Y, which is different from with respect to X?
Yeah, I have.
Right. So then show me your working. Show me your working. I'm very curious. This is an important skill. Show me your working. I cannot see anything. Yeah. Like show me your proper paper, like usual, I cannot see your working at all. You're not showing me you're not showing me in the video.
Part 1.
No, part 1 is fine. Part 2.
Oh, part 2, I haven't like.
Right.
I'm asking.
Okay. Now, I'll just demonstrate first because you say you can do with respect to Y. Now, okay. Now, with respect to Y means I need X equal. Very nicely, he gave it to me, right? Very nicely, right? Secondly, I will divide this area. And then I'm going to do area 1. This is area 1. And I'm going to do area 2. Now, so far, did you think about that or this seems new?
Yeah, I thought about it, but then I'm not sure. Oh, yeah.
Right. So let me just continue because I think you know already. 0 to, this one 0 to 1 and then 1 to 4, right? 1 to 4. Yeah. And then notice that area 2 is exceedingly easy.
Yeah.
Because why? Why is area 2 exceedingly easy?
Sorry?
Why is area 2 exceedingly easy?
Because it's a triangle.
Very good. So you just have to do area 1 basically with integration, right? I'll leave it to you. Okay. I do expect you to draw all these lines and area for yourself. I think that's the way to process the question, I feel. Yeah? Right? Okay. So please do so. Noah, you still okay?
Yeah, just a long question.
Sure. Aditya, how are you doing? You found X1. Did you actually find X2? Should be easy so far.
I got the same thing for both, and I do not know how.
That's very weird. Okay, let me see. So your height is 21, right? Okay, consider, I think that is correct, right? Then your W, okay, I'm not sure who is W. Can you show me who is W?
Oh, right. This one.
W, oh, you want W, why? You can go
To use
immediately to
Pythagoras?
So the problem is, for some reason, your W is also 25. So no wonder the Pythagoras is the same. This is very suspicious, yeah? Let me repeat this. This is very suspicious. Your triangle is 21 and 25, but 35 degree and 40 degree. Very unlikely. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is not right here. You need to trace back to your W.
I'm gonna have to. I see what I did wrong.
Yeah.
The answer, the degree here is 55.
And you use 50.
And I use 50.
Yep. Not surprising. So do correct that. Okay. Yeah. Good, Aryan. Okay. Shouldn't be stopping. Are you confused here?
I'm just thinking.
It's supposed to be dy, yeah? To be very clear, it's supposed to be dy, yeah?
Yeah.
Dy, not dx, huh? Dy. So x dx, y dy, lah, right? Looks good. Yep. Now you are correct, but are you in some sort of doubt?
No.
Very well. Please do so.
I got 69.2 and it is correct.
Most excellent, Aditya. Most excellent. Right. Our first foray to the 3D sense, and you get a medium question. And despite the troubles, it seems that you're doing quite well, right? I'm happy that you make the mistakes, not because of mistakes, but I'm happy because that means you're trying and you're doing something new. That's what I feel.
Okay.
Right. Any other questions or what?
No.
Right. So I like your motivation, but don't be late. Okay.
Yeah. I thought we finished it already, and then I saw your message quite late.
Right. Hey, do we see? When should we see each other next week? Right? When? Right. So
I'm actually leaving next Wednesday.
Correct.
I'll probably take my phone stand with me and stuff, so I can still continue lessons, but we'll see how.
I wouldn't count on that, really. I really wouldn't count on that. Anyway, I want you. No, I wouldn't count on that too much. I would rather spend a little bit more time before you go, lah. Meaning to say, so is your schedule still the same? Like your Sunday is full, or your Monday is unavailable,
Well, now the holiday started, so I'm free on Monday. Sunday, I have another class, but I'm not going to be able to go when I'm not here. But once I come back, I'll still be going on Sunday. So Sunday is still busy.
This Sunday still busy.
I think so, yeah. And Saturday also cannot.
No, Saturday is also a no for me. So at least you have Monday lah and Tuesday lah. Monday.
Yeah.
Right. So rather than betting on the holiday, which I think you need to enjoy anyway lah. I mean, maybe I'll follow your father's suggestion and give you something just to prevent the rusting from building up lah. Maybe.
Yeah.
But why don't we just make full use of Monday and Tuesday?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Right. Okay, I'll send you the timing. But for now, enjoy your weekend.
All right, you too.
Right. Okay,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye. Noah, feel free to end if you so wish, if there is no question, but if there's a question, I'm happy to take.
Okay. I guess I'm going now.
All right. Good job, yeah?
Yeah.
See you. Aryan, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact answer, so good. The practices are good, not exam level, but definitely very useful. Definitely very useful, right? So I'll see you on Sunday. Nothing much to say.
Yeah.
All right, take care and all the best.
Okay, bye.
Bye.